Hello everybody, it's Liliana Rowena, and today we have another tea time reading, and I will be reading The Princess Code by Princess Sky. So this is not from LiveJournal, it is actually from an old blog that I need to actually see if I can find on the Wayback Machine, because a lot of the blogs that I read when I first got into the fashion really liked referencing a place called the Princess Portal. I believe you're going to hear that if you start digging into videos on YouTube on the history of Lolita fashion. You will also hear about the Princess Portal, but one of the most famous posts on this old blog, which can now only be accessed through the Wayback Machine, is something called the Princess Code. And without further ado, I'm going to read this off of a blog called The Lolita Princess. It's a WordPress blog. It does not look like it has been active in a very long time. But without further ado, here we go. The Princess Code. The Princess Code is a list and compiled by an inspiring blogger named Princess Sky on her blog, The Princess Portal, many years ago. Unfortunately, Princess Sky is no longer blogging and the portal has been closed for many years now. However, she was always an inspiration to me, and I took comfort in her writing as many budding princesses did. Although she compiled this list carefully, Sky also firmly believed that each princess should make their own code or alter this one to suit their own lives and needs. However, it may still be useful to use this established list as inspiration to make your own list of ideals. The Princess Code, a list of values and ideals we aspire to as princesses, a collaborative effort between many other girls who have sent in their sentences. It belongs to all of us, and while we may not agree with every item on the list, and that's okay, it creates a picture of what being a princess means. A princess inspires others to follow their hopes and dreams through pursuing their own. A princess greets everyone with a welcoming smile, melting the hearts of friends and disarming her enemies. A princess has dignity, which protects her from the opinions and spite of ignorant people. A princess always looks beautiful, even when she is asleep. A princess aims for perfection in every step. A princess should be given fresh flowers every day, even if she has to give them to herself. A princess grows in recognition and stature in proportion to how much she treats others as royalty. A princess reflects her inner beauty in her aesthetic choices. A princess goes to war against the violence of incivility with the weapons of etiquette and prodigal generosity. A princess lives each day from the heart, expressing herself freely and treasuring every moment. A princess has the right to spend her funds on beautiful things she does not need, because beauty itself is priceless. A princess should follow her heart and believe in her dreams, even if the whole world seems to be against her. A princess respects her environment and nurtures the beauty of nature. A princess is never too busy to give a kind word or smile where it is needed. A princess's most precious jewel is hope, which lights her darkest days and shows her the beauty in every soul she meets. I think this Princess Code is so beautiful. I'm surprised I've never covered it on this channel before, because I have written my own Princess Code on my own blog, very much inspired by this one. I wrote it a little while back. It'd be fun to kind of look back at that and see if I still think that that is like accurate to the way that I live my life now. I'm actually going to pull that up. That was not originally planned to be part of this video, but I'm going to pull up my own, and while I'm doing that, I think that's all really beautiful. And yes, some of them are like not practical to do, like giving yourself fresh flowers every day, but I think that's more of like the spirit of giving yourself like a small gift of something that you love every day, be that like an activity or an item or spending time with friends. I really shaped my idea of a lifestyle Lolita around this idea of what a lifestyle Lolita was versus kind of the novella Takamoto idea of what a Lolita was, which I highly respect that version of a lifestyle Lolita. It's kind of that very gothic, melancholic start, but for me, being a lifestyle Lolita is a lot more of expressing joy and almost like a Disney princess-esque way of expressing yourself in the world. And I think that kind of definitely reflects with that. Let's see if I can find my own princess code, because I got way too into talking to actually find it. Okay, all posts. Let's see what princess code I put on my blog. Liliana Rowena's princess code. This is from... What year is this one from? Okay. Did I really publish this in March? I swear I published this further back than that. That is okay. So here's my princess code that I came up with. So, Liliana Rowena's princess code. A princess lives their life the way they'd like to see others live. A princess strives to be her truest self and inspire others to be more comfortable being themselves. A princess does not allow hatred to be harbored in her heart and does her best to help herself and her community be safe and cared for. A princess indulges in beautiful things that make her happy regardless of what others think. A princess allows herself time to be dressed and groomed exactly how she would like to be. A princess gives herself a present every day, be it a cup of tea or something grand. A princess does not allow herself to be limited by the box she thinks others would like to have her in, or the box she may have made for herself. A princess is responsible to herself and others in deeds, errands, and funds, but not at the expense of her health. A princess shares her love and her smile with the world, but not at the cost of her boundaries or her health. A princess strives to be the best she can be. Beauty, not perfection. Okay, so I wrote this back in March, like middle of the pandemic. Oh, this was from March 2021, I think. No, 2021, 2020. So like right when this hit is when I wrote this. And I actually still really like that. I couldn't remember what I put in it. It was a lot more, it was very inspired by that, but I wanted to put it with like more specific, grounded things. And stuff like that is what makes me so happy with like lifestyle Lolita stuff. Is just seeing all of that stuff. And I feel like nowadays people don't post stuff like that unironically for fear of like being made fun of or kind of living in a fantasy world. But I honestly think that's one of the appeals of Lolita fashion, is that we all get together and we make this fantasy come to life for each other. It's this fantastical grand thing, and yes, for some people it can be just clothes, but the communities that we make and the lives that we make for ourselves can be making like fantasies we had younger truly come to life in little ways, like my pink couch, my apartment, which is a humble little one-bedroom apartment, but it's also my castle and I enjoy that a lot. Yeah, so that was a super fun video to film. Full disclosure, you're going to see more videos with me filming right here. I'm block filming today because the holidays are coming up, but I still want to post consistently, so I hope you guys like the cord I picked for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if you liked what you see here, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Liliana Rowena,